I called the police on my mom for robbing me. I got home from chemo around 3 in the afternoon and my mom was already gone. She'd been watching my 2 kids while I was at the hospital getting pumped full of poison for 4 hours. I expected her to at least wait until I got back to make sure I was okay, but whatever. She'd done her job, I guess. My daughter Mia came running up to me the second I walked in. She's 6. She kept pulling my hand toward the kitchen saying she was hungry. I figured my mom maybe forgot to give her lunch or Mia was just being a kid. But she kept opening the fridge and closing it and opening it again like she was hoping food would appear. I went over to help her find something. I'd gone to the grocery store literally yesterday. Spent almost $200 stocking up on everything because I knew I'd be useless for a few days after treatment. I got the pre-made sandwiches, cut fruit, juice boxes, chicken nuggets, the easy stuff my kids could grab themselves if I was too sick to cook. Every single thing was gone. I'm not exaggerating. The fridge was empty except for condiments and a half-empty jar of pickles. The milk was gone. The juice boxes were gone. Even the bread from the counter was missing. I checked the pantry and the granola bars were gone too. A box of crackers I'd just opened. Everything. My stomach dropped. I thought maybe I was going insane from the chemo drugs. Maybe I dreamed going to the store, but no. I checked my bank account on my phone and there was the charge from yesterday, $193 at the grocery store. I called my mom 4 times. She didn't pick up. I texted her asking where all the food went. Nothing. I was starting to panic because my kids needed to eat and I barely had the energy to stand, let alone drive back to the store. So I called my brother Devin. He lives across town. I told him what happened and asked if mom said anything weird to him. He went quiet for a second, then said he'd call me back. He called back 10 minutes later and he was pissed, like actually mad. He told me mom had been bragging to him for the past 3 weeks about how I always had extra food and how she'd take some home after babysitting because I could afford it. He thought she meant like grabbing a soda or some leftovers. He didn't realize she meant all of it. I felt like I couldn't breathe. This wasn't the first time. She'd been doing this every single time she watched my kids. I started thinking back and yeah, I'd noticed my groceries running out faster than normal, but I blamed it on chemo brain making me forget how much we ate. Devin said he'd drive over to mom's place and get the food back. I told him not to bother. I was calling the police. He tried to talk me out of it, said it was family business and we could handle it ourselves. But I was done. I'm going through chemotherapy. I have 2 little kids depending on me. I'm barely hanging on as it is, and my own mother is stealing food out of my fridge while I'm getting cancer treatment. I called the non-emergency line and explained the situation. The dispatcher said she'd send an officer over. A cop showed up about 40 minutes later. Older guy named Officer Ruiz. He seemed skeptical at first, like this was a waste of his time, but I showed him my empty fridge and the grocery receipt from yesterday and told him about my mom leaving right before I got home. He asked if I wanted to press charges. I said yes. He went to my mom's house. I didn't go with him because I felt like garbage and needed to get my kids fed. Devin called me while the cop was there and said mom was acting completely shocked, like she had no idea what he was talking about. But here's the thing. The cop asked to check her car, and she got all defensive. He looked in her trunk and found 4 grocery bags of my food. Still had the store stickers on some of it. She tried saying I gave her permission to take it. Officer Ruiz asked why she'd need 4 bags of groceries if her daughter just came home from chemotherapy. She didn't have an answer. He arrested her right there. Devin said the neighbors came out to watch because mom was yelling about how I was an ungrateful daughter trying to ruin her life. The same neighbors she'd apparently been bragging to about how generous I was with sharing my groceries. She got charged with theft. It's a misdemeanor, but still. My mom has a criminal record now because she couldn't stop stealing from her sick daughter.